The most important media outlet in the country right now.
Welcome to the Watering Hole. This is episode 95. Guys, we're back in the room. But we've been hot on the YouTube golf to start this season.
Oh, it's been an exciting time.
We've had Rick Shields from the UK. We've had Australia's Ron Chopper. Now we're hitting the US.
Oh, yeah.
But what a guest that we've got here. Mason Nutt from BustaJack, mate. Welcome to the Watering Hole podcast.
How you doing, mate?
Thank you, boys, for having me. Excited to be here. Love the accent. I can't get enough of it.
We were talking before we started recording, and you said you might need the subtitles for the thick Australian accent, but we'll do our best to keep it clear.
Stop us at any stage, and we'll explain what we're trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a month there last year, so like, I've got a little bit of it in here, but you know, when it comes out super thick, I'm like, okay, wait, hang on, what did he just say?
And I think it's the Australians that speak quickly as well.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, but
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm good to go. If you see me over here doing this, it's because I don't know what you said, and I'm just
Or just give you a thumbs up. You still with us, Mason? You were sweet?
yeah.
That just means just give me a minute. You guys are talking real quick.
Dictionary out.
You said you were here for a month. What were you in Australia for?
We were playing golf, so we we flew directly to Auckland and then played there for a couple days. Played like TRI, Cape Kidnappers, and then we flew over to Sydney. Played like New South Wales. We played a bunch of great places, but we were there for like 4 or 5 days, and we flew to y'all say Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
Flew over there.
Melbourne.
yeah. Played some golf, and then my wife came down and we spent like 2 or 3 weeks just like going all over the place, hanging out.
Yeah, nice. What'd you think of Land Down Under?
Oh, it was unbelievable. We talk about going back all the time.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah, do it.
I
Man.
don't know where y'all are from exactly, but Sydney is like our favorite city in the world.
You got to come to we're in Adelaide, so that's where the live golf event is, and it's been voted the best in 2 years in a row. So it can't be too bad,
No, I want to go to that event so bad. Maybe I will next year.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, we'll see you there for sure.
Yeah, let's do
it. You got the hoodie, the Masters hoodie. We might as well start there.
Big week.
What a week.
It was everything I wanted and more. You couldn't even everybody said it was going to be great, and it was better than I expected.
Oh, yeah.
Have y'all ever been?
No. Was that your first Masters experience?
Yeah, first time. So
wow.
I went on Wednesday. So practice round Wednesday's really chill. A lot of guys are going to do part 3. So in the afternoon there was nobody on the second 9, and we were just hanging out on 13 drinking beer. It was crazy.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
Oh no, you would it was one of those moments. I was like, just take a mental image. You're looking down 13.
Yeah.
See all the azaleas blooming in the background with a 15 stack of Miller Lights.
Fuck yeah. There we go.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Now, how quickly, because I did see a video on your socials, but how quickly, because I'm a merch fiend. I love hats. I love hoodies. At the live event, I dropped some serious coin 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
But I saw what you purchased. How quickly did you hit that merch tent?
That was the first thing we did.
You mean business?
I think we got dropped off at 7 a.m.
Yep.
And we walked in. We stood in line for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
So I didn't get in the merch tent till about 8:45, 9 o'clock. I didn't leave till about 10:30.
Doing some serious business.
And it was a madhouse in there. It was unbelievable. People were buying stuff like you wouldn't believe. That had to be the highest concentration of net worth, or at least it looked like it.
Yeah.
People were buying everything that they could put their hands on.
Yeah.
So we did that before we went and did anything. We didn't even start walking the course till 11 o'clock.
It's so exciting to me every time we go. It's just the best part. Whitey can't stand it. He spends 5 minutes and he's out of the store.
Done.
And he's like, seriously, dude, hurry the fuck up. Let's go. No, it's the best part.
I think if I went back, obviously you got to buy merch every year. You got to have to get on it and everything. But I do think if I went back, I'd probably just buy like a couple hats and then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, the hoodie's great, but like I can't wear any polos. I can't wear anything else because we have sponsors and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, like the hat is about all I can get.
So you can go in, like, am I right? You can go in and order a bunch of stuff and then have it shipped out to you as well, right?
Yeah, so that's what I did. Like I guess you can
that's so
check
good.
it. You can check it and they'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
But that line was like 2 hours long. And I wasn't carrying it around all day. So I just went through another line and you give them your address, pay for shipping, and they ship it straight to your house. And it was here in like a day.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
that
it was-
master's service.
The best hats, I reckon, were the ones that said like pimento or egg salad or amen corner. They were classic. They were so good.
I'm looking at the Amen Corner hat right now, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So that's just as important as a golf, you know?
Well, yeah, I hadn't tried a pimento cheese sandwich yet, and I didn't think I would like it because I don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy the pimento hat. Then I walked out and grabbed a pimento cheese sandwich, and I was like, damn it, I should have bought it.
Yeah. Oh man, we had it was my son's first birthday, and we did a Masters theme for him. So he made the pimento cheese.
Yeah, they were nice.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
They're the
Okay.
best thing ever.
It's
So,
good. Wait, how was the time difference? Like, what time were y'all watching the match?
it was early.
Yeah, it was overnight for us. So the first groups teed off here, local time would have been about 10:30 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So we were watching right through the night. So when Rory had won, it was about, I think, 9 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah.
That's not-
I was at work and I was just for an hour just in the car park on my phone, like, nah, I got to watch this.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I growing up, like watching the Open, I would like set an alarm for like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Watch them tee off, and then I'd like try to stay up all day. Then I loved the Open because I could go play golf when it was finished. Like I still, because like the Masters, dude, I'm locked up for the. I can't play golf. I can't do anything. But so that's actually not too bad. Actually,
Did you get close to the action on the playoff?
no. I only went Wednesday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right.
Oh, I wish. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
no, I was
yeah.
literally sitting on my couch. My wife went to the beach because she doesn't really care about golf. I sat there for like when the coverage started to when it ended. I don't think I moved once. I just watched.
Yeah. What an ending.
I did not want Rory to win. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so that's Chris. I mean, and it's been no lie. Obviously, we're pretty heavily live focused on this podcast. So Chris is, known for being I won't say a Rory hater, but he's definitely had his views. So.
I was pulling for Rory. I wanted him to complete the Grand Slam and not have that be his legacy of not being able to get another major.
Yeah,
but
I'm telling you, I shouldn't out myself too much here, but I mean
he's not listening to this.
Yeah, of course. Well, maybe you never know. We can tag him.
Yeah. Oh, we're tagging him.
When he hit that ball in the water on 13,
yeah,
that might have been the only time I moved from the couch. I jumped with joy. I was like,
this fucking guy right here, same deal.
I was like, here we go. Typical Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
I sent that in the group chat that we got going on here. I was like, he hit that ball in the water, and I was like, that's the Sunday Rory I was looking for.
Yeah, I was like, because honestly, I was like, okay, the demons are going to come out on 10. Like, as soon as he gets on 10, and then he club dropped, and I was like,
yeah,
here we go. He's not going to be able to get down from over there on the left side, and then it goes to like 5 feet, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The ball in the water on 13, I was like, this is our moment. I was like, anybody. Scotty Scheffler, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Rose, I don't care. Somebody like I've always been a Patrick Reed fan, and people hate Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
I was like, when he held it on 17, I was like, I wish that would happened earlier. I was like, we could have had it, but
that was huge.
I will say, after watching him win it and like seeing him let it out, it was cool to see.
Yeah.
It is cool in his history, but I could have waited a few more years, I'll tell you.
Tell us how you feel.
Yeah, really
love this.
Yeah, really.
I haven't been able to vent yet. My wife doesn't understand.
Yeah, let it out here for sure. No, I mean, he hit some unbelievable shots. Like the two, on Saturday and Sunday on 15, like both incredible. Like how he stuck it that close, and especially on the Sunday when he had to draw it right around that tree, it was just ridiculous. But
Yeah,
like
and
you
then
said, to see him like let out all that emotion was just is huge. I did build it like right up.
yeah, no, I mean, like, I think everybody at home felt it too. But
Yeah,
I will say that was the most scared putt I've ever seen on 15.
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, he was like, "Let me hit this to an inch because I can't handle a 3-footer coming back for birdie."
So then skip forward to let's go to the final putt. You know, when he missed, and then it goes to the playoff with him and Rose. I mean, at that moment I was like, oh shit, you can't write this now. This is like this.
Yeah.
This could be another implosion, and it was so cool to see, Justin Rose, get to the playoff against him. But
Oh, and the second shot by Justin Rose in the playoff,
yeah,
like we're probably less than an inch away from that dropping in.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I mean, he hit it. He hit the best shot he could hit.
yeah,
Didn't come back down, but like, we can talk about the wedge in regulation from Rory too. Like,
yeah.
yeah, that was like perfect go zone number. He hit it in the bunker, and I was like, oh my gosh. The fact that Justin Rose made 10 birdies on Sunday, like, could you imagine? You got to know he's just sitting there thinking, like, if I would have played halfway decent on Saturday, I would have won this thing 3.
Yeah.
And I wonder if he hadn't have bogeyed 17, if that would have put a bit of extra pressure on Rory at that point then.
Probably. I mean, the thing is, it was all going to even out. Rory tried his best to lose it. He made how many doubles? 4 for the week.
Yeah.
So it's like it probably would have evened out, and Rory probably would have stuck it on 18 and won in regulation or tied in regulation. Either way, but it's always the Masters. It never fails. It doesn't matter who wins. It's the best story ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every year.
And would you say, I mean, again, probably it's the best major, right? Out of the 4, like, I mean, people say, the Opens, like the Claret Jug holds a lot of,
Yeah, I mean,
the Masters is the one, right? It's the one that everyone wants to win.
it's the one as a kid you dream of winning. I mean, when you're putting on the practice green, like, oh, this is for the win.
Yeah.
You're not talking about winning the PGA Championship.
Yeah. That's it. So you said you went the Wednesday. What's the vibe like there when you're actually there? Obviously, the scenery. Everyone talks about how beautiful the course is. What's the vibe like when you're actually there amongst it?
I mean, it's pretty chill on Wednesday because like guys are just practicing, dropping extra balls, hitting extra tee shots.
Yeah.
You can have a camera, which is cool. I did like that part because like at least I got to take some pictures and like remember certain things about it. Like I didn't even know there was a palm tree on Augusta National.
Yeah. Right.
That or not. So like we took a picture of that. But the no phones thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask because I saw like some of your photos and I was like, oh, I thought there was no phones thing. So is it on the Wednesday you can have phones?
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can't take a phone in still. But you can take like an actual camera.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And not like a video camera. You can take. It's got to be like a real photo lens camera.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Luckily, we have one, so like that was cool to take in there. But I can't wait to go on like a Thursday or Friday when you can't have anything.
Yeah.
Literally, you're walking around and you have to look up.
And that's the sort of dreamy part about it all, isn't it? It's the fact that, the concessions, all the food, that stays pretty, consistent price-wise, and it just stays like modest. And then you've got no phones. It must just create such a wicked environment for the whole weekend. But even like you said, just for the one day experience.
It's great, but I've never seen. I actually saw a TikTok about it yesterday. Like people at the Masters are like flexing their golf course logos. I've never seen so many like Pine Valley, like Ohoopee shirts, like people trying to flex, like, hey, I might not play Augusta National, but you should see where I play at home. It was crazy. And,
nice.
and like you're not looking at your phone, so you're just like checking out everybody that's walking by you. Like,
Yeah. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah. But it was good. I'll definitely, if I get the opportunity to go back, I'll go back.
Yeah,
nice.
definitely bucket list for us too.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's Masters. We'll park that there, and we'll get to a little bit more sort of live stuff down the track as well. You've made my night already with the Rory. Not gonna lie,
You got an ally.
I'm flying already now.
Yeah.
But BustaJack, YouTube golf. How did it all start? How did it come about? I think you're at what 260,000 subscribers now, or something like that.
Yes, 230 or something,
Yep.
and then we got stuff across other socials. Basically, I was working a regular job, and I wanted to play golf for a living. And
Yes.
back in the day, I was really, really good. So I was thinking about kind of like putting a pause on my corporate career, and was like, I'm going to try and go pro, like play mini tour stuff.
Yeah.
Then Cole and I started this because he could edit, and like I had a simulator in the garage. I worked with a lady over in Europe, so I was free in the afternoons, and we started filming, and it took off. And I was like, this is way better. I don't have to practice anymore. Like I can just go play golf and be myself and like talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took off, and we just stayed consistent, posted every week, as many times a week as we could, and I got to quit my job like 6-8 months later, which was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I
was
thought
it?
it.
What
What'd
was
you
it?
say?
Was it like a quick rise, or is there a tipping point or something like that with a certain
Well,
geo?
yeah, we took our first trip to Arizona, and that was like kind of the first time we went and played somewhere outside of 30 minutes from home. And that kind of took off, which we thought it took off. We would be very disappointed with the amount of views that would be now.
Yeah, sure.
We thought that was our moment. So yeah, like we went to Arizona. That was the first time I like took paid time off to go film. We went and filmed. It did great. And then I quit, but we didn't make any money for a year and a half. Like I quit my job, and we didn't pay ourselves. I think we paid ourselves $3,000 for like the next 9 months total.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
But like I was living at home. It's the one time in my life that I could do something like that. But I had to quit the job to be able to like
Yeah.
accept opportunities to like go travel and
Yep.
on a Monday night get a call and say, hey, can you be in Memphis to film for the FedEx Cup on Wednesday? And we just get in the car and drive to Memphis and go film St. Jude. So like stuff like that, I had to quit to be able to do it. Yeah, and then it just kind of snowballed and turned into our full-time job. We got a really good team around us. Our agents are awesome. They hate being called agents, but management, they're great. They get us sponsors and opportunities that we could never imagine. So yeah, it just snowballed into that, and now it's a full-time gig.
So is it a lot of that? Like, is it a lot of courses and clubs that actually approach you guys to come and play, or in the early days was it you guys approaching them?
In the early days, we were booking tee times and showing up with our camera, and if they told us to leave, we'd be like, okay, we'll talk to the GM after the round, and like if you need us to delete the footage, we'll delete the footage. And then we'd get out on 18, break the camera down, jump in the truck, and leave.
Tight move. Try and catch us.
Yeah, so a lot of the early on stuff, we were like basically just like ask for forgiveness instead of. But yeah, now it's more of like we call beforehand, tell them what we're doing. If it's just me and Cole, we will pay for an entire 4 block of tee times.
Yep.
And just all 4, because we actually get let through while we're filming. It's like we play crazy fast. So that's never an issue, really, pace of play. But most of the time, like our management team will call and get it set up beforehand. And like when we get there, they've got gift bags. So I've got head covers from all over the country now because people know we're coming and like know we're filming. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah, they give us stuff. Majority of golf courses take care of it. There's some out there that refuse to let us film, but like I get that as well,
Yeah. You've done a lot of collab stuff. We've seen the graduation series come back, which we saw that video the other day. Who are some of your favorites that you've played with and filmed with?
I mean, just the best vibes all the time. It's Grant, Micah, and the Bryan Bros.
Yeah, I was going
That's
to
all.
say, I feel like when you, Micah, and Wesley are in a video together, there's a lot of chirping. There's a lot of shit talk,
Yeah.
and I'm for it. It's
It's just-
fantastic.
People from the outside looking in probably think we hate each other, but like
Oh, no.
I am so close
It's
with
fun.
these guys. Like all of these guys have become, my best friends. Grant and Micah were both in my wedding.
Yep.
Grant and I have become really good friends. Micah and I have been really good friends for a couple of years now. Our wives are good friends. We all hang out. So like those are my favorite people to film with, just because they're my boys.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like Josh Allen, I don't know if y'all are American fans or not.
Yep.
Which I guess Daniel Ricciardo loves Josh Allen and the Bills,
Yeah.
so maybe
Yeah.
keep up with him. So yeah, like he's one of my favorites. Austin Reeves, he plays for the Lakers. Alex Caruso plays for the Thunder. Corey Kispert, he plays for the Wizards, and he's not the biggest NBA player, but he is the man, dude. Like the coolest guy in the world. So like being able to film with like these athletes that I watch and honestly bet on every week, like is pretty cool. So those have been some of my favorite people. But on the YouTube side, Grant, Micah, Brian Bros are the best.
Yeah. It's got such a huge place in the golf world now, the YouTube space, and it's becoming really influential and getting people into the game more. You mentioned Wes. Let's touch on that because that news broke in the last couple of days. I don't know how
I
much
think
you
it's
actually
today.
want to say on all that, but have you got any thoughts on that?
My thoughts are how stupid the PGA Tour be, but honestly, I guess I was involved in live duels. I guess I'm banned from the PGA Tour too. I didn't know I could have been playing in PGA Tour events this entire time. Like I thought I was banned from day one. But apparently we're all banned. I guess Grant's not. He got a sponsor.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is crazy.
The Golden Boy does what the Golden Boy does.
That winning
I
smile.
was going to say that smile, man. It'll win anyone over. You won over Phil Mickelson. It'll win anyone over.
Exactly. I just think I can't wrap my brain around why they would suspend Wesley for that. It's not like I guess they would. I would understand their viewpoint had he played in Live Golf Miami, actually competed, been part of the field. But for a YouTube video, like it's ridiculous. I don't know. I can't speak too much more on it. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes, but I cannot believe they banned him, and it's free Wesley till I die.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like this is going to be a case of, I mean, I don't know, but I feel like the PGA Tour is going to realize, we can't threaten these people like this because YouTube golf is so big, and arguably some of the biggest names in golf are a part of YouTube golf and not pros.
Yeah.
So it's in their best interest to have these guys playing. I don't know. I feel like they're going to do a backflip on it.
Do you think that we could advertise ourselves as a band from the PGA podcast?
No. No one gives a fuck what we're doing.
I think, honestly, it's just like I didn't think YouTube would ever touch this Live PGA merger thing. I actually think it might kind of move the needle in that direction of we got to figure something out because there's gonna be legal ramifications, I'm sure. And I don't know the ins and outs of the law of the tour or anything like that, but I feel like that's probably not allowed.
Well, Phil made his comment about it today, and that was pretty bang on.
Yeah.
That the Department of Justice has to get involved in that, surely.
Yeah, and I'm sure they will. I mean, you got Wesley Bryant sitting in the Dominican Republic right now on a vacation with his family because his entire family is supposed to go watch him play in the offsite event for the PGA Tour, and now he's not allowed to play. But he was like, we already booked all the travel. So he's staying 2 minutes from the golf course right now.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Not allowed to play with his entire family. He was like, I'm still going on vacation.
Good for him. That's so fucked up, really, when you think about it, isn't it? Like, I don't know. And like you said, I think it could be, YouTube that kind of does move the needle and kind of, I don't know, brings these two sides close together. When we started this podcast, it was, I think, episode 3 for us. We're at 95 now about this talk of a merger and things happening. We're still waiting to see what happens with the world of golf because it's so divided. But yeah, I mean, like you said, you've got all these great personalities that have kind of done stuff on both sides now, right? So it's like it's beneficial for the game. Surely they can see the benefit of you guys in the space of golf and how that can kind of bring the two together again.
I mean, yeah, everybody. At the end of the day, we just want to see the best players in the world play each other
Exactly.
at the same time, more than 4 times a year. Like, look at the Masters. We got Rory versus Bryson. The last time we got that was at the U.S. Open.
Yep.
And some of that's some people's argument against Liv, but I love what Liv did. I love they shook it up. I love that, they kind of put their nuts on the table and said they come play for. And in my opinion, I would rather watch a Live event because it's 3.5 hours of my day rather than 9.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So
do you think that's, like, personally for you, do you think that kind of, because we've made the comparison again, like with YouTube golf, you guys can do a video from anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on what sort of format it is. When you're looking at something like Live, we kind of say between the two, they're both like digestible content. So is that what's appealing about Live to you, like being in the YouTube space?
I don't even think it has anything to do with YouTube. I think what in America, I don't know if y'all have ever had to deal with this. Like, so if my favorite player is playing in the morning group on Saturday, he barely made the cut, and he's playing morning group on Saturday, and he goes out and shoots 8, 9 under. You can't watch it. So now he moved his way up the leaderboard, and I can't see it. And then I watch the afternoon tee times, and it's some guy that had a career 2 days that nobody knows about. And that's who the coverage is about. But on Live, it's like everybody tees off at the same time. I turn the broadcast on. I'm seeing all my favorite players hit shots at the exact same time. It's just bang, bang, bang. There's no delay in coverage. There's no let's go interview this guy because we have nothing to show for the next 5 minutes. So that's really inviting for me, but also all the players on Live, that's who I like watching as well. And obviously there's people on the PGA Tour that I love to watch, and I'm never going to stop watching PGA Tour events. But the Live guys are just DJ's cool to me, Brooks Koepka's cool to me. I love watching Bryson, Phil, Ron. You just go down the list. It's those are guys I want to watch every weekend. So, that's definitely a thing for me. It's just how quickly and how I love the production of it. Some people hate it. I think it's great.
Have you? So you obviously part of the Duels event in Miami, and we'll chat a little bit more about that. But have you been to a Live event before that?
No, actually, I was supposed to go to the one in Dallas because I live 20 minutes from Merida, where they did the team championship last year. And we were actually out of town filming that week. But no, that was my first one. I guess that was a pretty good one to go to. Live Miami's sick.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people there. They set us up in a suite, which was pretty cool. We were right next to, I guess, His Excellency, which is crazy. He walked in our suite for a minute, and we were all like, "Whoa!" But yeah, no, that was my first one. It was great too. They do a great job. The music's awesome. People are just having a good time. So I liked it a lot.
Do you think it's getting more popular now? Because we've noticed Live Adelaide from day one, it's been huge. Crowds have been massive. The buy-in from everyone in Australia has been huge, and I think that's because we haven't had great golfers here for so long that everyone was just so psyched to see these guys play. Do you have you noticed that it's becoming more popular in America now?
Yeah, I mean, at least the people that I hang around with, just we're golf junkies, we want to watch golf. So if there's more golf on, that's great. But yeah, I think it's getting more popular. I think there's no way it doesn't get more popular just because people like these guys. People grew up watching these guys, and regardless of how they feel about them leaving for Live and stuff like that, eventually they're going to want to watch them play golf again. Time heals everything. So I think people are less mad about it and just want to watch these guys play golf.
So The Duels. How did that come about for you? And what was the experience like riding in a cart with Santino all day long? And
That's classic.
Santino's
Like,
the man.
had us
Dude.
in stitches.
Dude, he's actually like real funny, like actually one of the funniest people I know now. Just sitting at dinner, like no cameras on. He's not doing it for anybody. He's just funny. But yeah, it came about. I guess I got a call. So Grant's management team is the same as ours. I've been wanting to do some, commentating type stuff. I actually did an event. It's not out yet. It comes out in May. It's the PGA Tour's version of the Q, where 16 guys for one spot. So I actually commentated like an actual on-course commentator.
Cool.
So I loved that, and I was like, I want to do more of this. They called me for the Duels thing. I was like, yeah, I'm in. I'll do it. I had no idea I was going to be riding in a cart with Santino. I thought I was going to be out there talking about golf. So that was a little bit of a culture shock when I got in the cart. He was so funny though, dude. He just did a comedy skit for a few hours. And it was great. There's a lot of stuff that was
Cut
said,
out.
and oh yeah, I mean
for sure.
that would probably have gone viral, just as viral as his, the media presser when he asked.
Yeah.
Mr. Fat.
Yeah, I got caught in the crossfire a little bit.
Yeah.
That was funny. But yeah, there were so many moments. It was awesome. I think, especially with like what Liv let us do. Like we've done a lot of stuff, and I'm not trying to trash on the PGA Tour by any means. I am pissed off at them right now, but like when we go to tour events, like we're not allowed inside the ropes. We can't touch the grass that the players are playing on. When we went to Liv, they let us just like go play the golf course. Like I was like, hey, I'm trying to go play. Like, is there any way we can go play? Because there's 3 courses on property at Trump.
Yep.
And they were like, yeah, just go tee off on 10. And I was like, we want to? And they're like, yeah. And me, Santino, and Rick Shields just went and played 9 holes the day before the tournament.
Yeah.
It's like that would never happen anywhere else. So like Liv took care of us. It was a great experience. And then I think they're going to do more duels, and hopefully I'm involved because I loved it.
Yeah, we absolutely reckon you should be involved. That was classic with you two in the car. I loved it.
So yeah, Jules here in Adelaide.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be
Listen,
nice.
I'm looking for a reason to come back. So
Yeah,
Do it, man. Please.
yeah. Adelaide's a decent event. It's
Well,
very, very good event.
We'll have you in studio here when we'll do something at Live Golf Adelaide
For sure.
Oh, dude, I want to go. I hope I get to go because I absolutely love Australia. And the flight, it's a long flight, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, Rick Shields, I heard him on his podcast, and he was talking about it, about how much, obviously, the production and everything went into it, behind the scenes. But, he also said about them doing future, another Live Jules event. Do you reckon you'd see other guys potentially, like other team captains, involved in the next video, or would it be similar guys, or?
I think they got pretty good feedback from the Live players side. I think there's some guys that absolutely want to be in it the next time, and there's probably some guys that weren't in it this time that are dying to get in it. I mean, it was a cool event, like first of its kind, done the right way. It was awesome. I think they'll probably, start poaching some other YouTubers as well.
Yeah.
Fit. Like our schedules are so crazy. There's going to be conflicts with some guys that couldn't play in the first one. But yeah, I think it'll just keep evolving. But I think it's going to be great. I mean, I think they found the right formula for it for sure.
Yeah. And I think not being live and made them a lot better.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind to see it live. I know it's
reckon?
a lot of pressure, but live would be cool. Then there wouldn't be, the wait period. Obviously, I don't know if it's public knowledge. I guess it doesn't really matter. They had some audio issues, so that's why it was delayed. It was supposed to come out, that Saturday night at least time, pushed to Sunday morning. They had some audio issues. I guess you wouldn't have to deal with that if it was live, but I guess if they had audio issues live, it would not be good. So
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they worked their way around it. I think that video is probably supposed to be about 30 to 40 minutes longer than it actually was, but they had to cut a lot of stuff out because no audio. So yeah, it'll get better. We'll see if they do it live. I don't know. If I'm involved, I wouldn't mind it being live.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit about it in a couple of episodes. About the live players that were playing and the ones that weren't. There was a lot of talk about Bryson not playing, and people saying, why isn't Bryson playing in a YouTube event? But there's a lot of the guys that played haven't really done a lot of the YouTube stuff, and I was wondering, did any of them are they interested in like diving into a little bit more, and were they trying to get some ideas from the creators that were playing?
I don't know if they were necessarily trying to get ideas. I think it was kind of intriguing to see how much Joaquin Neiman, and he loved it. Like he looked a great time. He was smiling the whole time. Obviously he's done some YouTube stuff, with Dodd King and stuff like that. But yeah, I think like Cam Smith looked like he loved it. Him and FP were having a good time. Obviously we know Phil is all in on it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people are definitely intrigued. I think Bubba Watson's pretty interested. He had his
looked
film
like he was
guy
having
out
fun.
there. Yeah, he had his film guy out there. They were like kind of capturing content. I think he was like, "This is pretty cool." Like it's golf, but also it's lighthearted and it's fun. It's entertainment. And it's not, you're serious straight up like have to put it in the hole and stuff like that. I think it was good. But yeah, I think you'll see a lot of players want to do it and want to be involved. Like I don't know. I guess it could have been major prep or whatever, but I feel like John Rahm is like the perfect guy to have. He does YouTube all the time now, so I'm assuming he's going to be in the next one. Sergio looked like he had a great time. Obviously fun, but I think there's going to be guys knocking on the door trying to play in it for sure.
And pretty smart, I guess. Obviously, Rick Shields has come on as an ambassador for for Live, this season, but pretty smart having it all sort of release on Grant's channel as well. I guess just to broaden, how many people actually watch it and different eyes on it. But was there a particular reason that you know of as to why it was on Grant's channel, or was it just purely for that, just a bit of change?
I don't know the exact reason, but why wouldn't you put it on the biggest golf channel? And the guy does over 1 million views every video, so
Crazy.
They guaranteed themselves at least 1 million views, but they got more than what they asked for, I think. So but I think it'll probably be hosted on other guys' channels.
Yeah.
In the future, I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but I would assume Rick will get his own and stuff like that.
That's what's really cool. I mean, obviously, like us in this space as well, we speak to, a lot of people like yourself in the YouTube world, and obviously other people that do podcasts or in the golf space anyway. But it's really cool in particular with YouTube how you'll sort of build each other up and you support and you go on each other's channels, and it doesn't matter if you've had a particular format on one, you kind of all just share between each other and help each other out. Is that the feeling, like you said, you had a couple of guys in your wedding party, so is that just the feeling you're just trying to boost everyone's platform?
Yeah, I think people want to, we all want to play golf with each other. We all enjoy playing golf with each other. You wouldn't see us filming together if we didn't enjoy it. Also, that's what we know the fans want to see. Like, yes, it would be easier for me and Cole to go film a regular golf video because it takes zero scheduling and planning to do that. But when we get all of us together, something special happens. Like either there's hole outs, there's great moments, there's viral moments, there's funny moments. So like exactly what the fans want to see is what we want to do. So we all help each other out, and there's, like you said, there's no format that belongs to anybody. Obviously, like there's natural ideas, like Grant starts 5 under against pros, and we have graduation and stuff like that, and people can dip into that if they want. It doesn't bother us one bit. We know we started it, but it doesn't bother us at all. So like I think that's the coolest part about YouTube golf is we play together. We make it a point to go on trips, and we all plan it out. And we spend a few days together, and everybody gets videos, and everybody's on everybody's channel. So it helps us, grow our audience to somebody that's never seen it before, and they're always the best videos. So that's definitely something we're always talking about is when can we all get together? And now with schedules, it's happening less and less, but still going to happen.
Oh yeah. And when you see a video and you got all the guys in the thumbnail. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, we're gonna get a couple of weeks of videos, so it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, no, it's typically when you got all of us together, there's gonna be about 8 to 10 videos coming out. Like when we go to Bermuda, we film from sun up to sundown. It's nonstop filming for everybody's channel. I mean, I think we were there for 3 days this year, and I think 16 YouTube videos got filmed because we either all get together and film, or we split up and do, these two go play here and these four go play here. And it's just like, those are the best weeks because it's just nonstop.
Bermuda, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Now, one thing we have to ask you about, the one-handed chipping.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do it with two. Like, I mean, how do you?
I couldn't either.
Oh, so yeah, how did it start? Like, I mean, you chip unreal with one hand. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, so I used to be in college. I was like a really good chipper. I didn't hit any greens, and I'd still get it around.
Yep.
That was kind of like my game. I'd hit it all over the place and then get up and down. And I'm still a really good putter, but I couldn't. For some reason, I literally would skull it across the green 40 yards or double hit it. It's a brain thing, obviously. Like the technique was fine. It's just my brain couldn't handle chipping. So I did a drill, chipping one-handed, and I started chipping them in. And I was like, and they were spinning, they were coming out high, they were coming out low. I could do kind of whatever I wanted. And I was like, well, I'm going to take this to the golf course. And I think the first day I did it, I missed 5 or 6 greens, got all of them up and down, shot a few under par, and I was like, yeah, this is it. So, yeah, I had to go one-handed. I mean, there's a guy on the Asian tour that does it.
Yep.
His name's Austin Truslow, and Luke Kwan is friends with him. And Kwan, right when I started one-handed chipping, was like, you've got, stick with it because, it's a good way to chip. He was like, I think more people probably should chip that way. They're just scared, what people will say and how it looks. And for me, it kind of turned. It was a bit kind of, all right, let's see how many comments I can get because I'm chipping with Dan. And then it turned out to be pretty good. And now it's kind of my thing, so it worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's no right way to do it as long as you can get it close to the hole.
Yeah, that's right.
But I had the yips bad.
Change it up.
Oh, it was so bad. It kept me up at night. I'd hit the ball great, but if I missed 3 greens, I was automatically making bogey or double, and that was dead. So, yeah, the one hand saved my life.
Were you like when you played, with who you played with the first time when you brought it out? Were they sort of like, yeah, what the fuck's Mason doing? Were you just like, I don't give a shit. It's working. It's sticking for me.
Deal with it.
What's funny is we went to Europe in June of last year, and leading up to Europe, Cole went with his girlfriend on a 2-week trip. They kind of went and toured Europe. I stayed home, and that's when it happened. So I was just playing golf by myself. A couple buddies had seen it, but then I showed up in Europe, and I told Cole, I was like, wait till you see what I'm like. Wait till you see what I'm doing. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, you'll see. And the first hole I brought it out, he was like, there's no way this is real. And I clipped it and got it this far. Third. Well, then throughout the trip, because it was still pretty new, I started backing it up. I thought I was going to use it from 15 yards maybe. Then it went to 30 yards. Then it went to 35 yards. And then if I didn't have a bunker or anything in front of me, I can do it from 60. And Cole was like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, Cole couldn't believe it when I first did it. My friends think it's funny kind of, but they also when I do it well, they're like, that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen. I'm like, if you went and tried it, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. The club is moving how it's supposed to move through impact. So
yeah.
So is there an actual yardage where you're like, okay, this is the one-handed spot?
Honestly, it's when I feel comfortable taking a swing with 2 hands, because I guess that was the issue was the small swings chipping. I couldn't get the tempo was bad. The bottom of the swing I couldn't find it. So yeah, I feel pretty good from 50 yards, honestly.
Yeah.
But the other day, I played in a tournament on Monday, and I pulled out from 55 yards with one hand.
Hell yeah.
Because I just I could bump and run it, so I like flew it 30 yards and it rolled out the last 20 and went in the hole. But yeah, whenever I can make a full swing, like I feel pretty comfortable. Like it's golf's a crazy game, dude. Your brain screws you most of the time, and that's what happened to me.
Yeah,
Yep,
nice.
my brain screws me constantly.
Yeah,
Not just for chipping, just all
Just
aspects.
the
of
whole,
golf.
the whole game.
The whole fucking game.
Listen, I've got other issues too, but I can't hit a driver.
You mentioned it before. I'm a massive Lakers fan, so filming with AR.
Don't admit that.
Shut up. Filming with Austin Reeves and, like I said, Alex Caruso and Kispert and all that sort of stuff. What is it like to film with other athletes in their sport, but then see them come out and play as well as they do on the course?
I mean, they're just normal guys, dude. Like,
Yeah,
the craziest part to me is every professional athlete we've met or played with, obviously they love golf, so like they're just golf junkies. That's all they want to do. They wish they had my job while I wish I had theirs.
yeah,
They're just they love golf. They're normal dudes. They just want to go hang out, have a good time, and they're athletes, so they're all really good at golf. I mean, they can all move that way, and it's really impressive to see like that Austin Reeves can, he does play golf during the season, but like come out in the off season, shoot under par. Like,
yeah.
that's something that blows my mind. But he's a gifted athlete, so it's like I guess it makes sense. But yeah, they're normal dudes. They just want to play golf and have a good time. So it's been really fun to play with them and see how good of athletes they actually are.
And that's the best part, I think, about your videos as well, is that that really comes across in the video. They are normal guys, and golf is such one of those sports where you can just get around. If you're playing with a four, and just if you got four different people, by the end of the round, you're best mates anyway. But they do just seem like really down to earth guys, and that comes across in your videos. So
yeah, I mean,
it's awesome.
And you can't fake it for that long.
Yeah.
On camera, like if they weren't cool, it would show through. It would show we weren't having a good time. But like we leave those videos playing with those guys, and we're like, dang, dude, I wish we could just like tee it up with them tomorrow. So yeah, we got some people. NBA season's winding down. There's a lot of golfers in the NBA, so we got more guys coming. Got a few NFL guys on the way.
Nice.
Yeah, anytime we can get in the offseason, there's a ton of baseball players that love to play, but they're all over the place, and they
play all the time.
yeah. But if baseball, if they go into playoffs and postseason, like they have the shortest off season of any sport.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So essentially, you've got December and January, and then half of February to get them on the channel, and then they're taking vacation with their family and stuff. So we'll try to get some MLB guys, but yeah, NBA's coming up. That season's winding down. People are missing playoffs, unfortunately. But I mean, I'm a Lakers fan too, I guess.
Yes. Take that.
I'm a LeBron James guy. I know.
Oh, my dog's called LeBron, man. I love LeBron.
LeBron, my favorite person to ever watch play basketball. So
yeah,
his regardless of what he says off the court, on the court, I don't care. I just like watching basketball. And then being from Dallas originally, now they got Luka Doncic, so I got to cheer for Luka. Yeah,
the best.
Hopefully they go deep this year.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they go all the way?
I don't know. I got to be kind of like hands off because I'm also cheering for Alex Caruso and the Thunder.
There you go. They've had a good season this year. I
hope they go. I hope they go a long way. I'd love to see Luka win a championship. I really would. I think it'd be kind of funny to stick it in the Mavs' face like that.
100%. Yeah. They need to fire Nico. That's for sure. Rightio. Well, I'm a big food guy. If you can't tell, I'm got the wide lens on me here.
Same here.
One of the biggest traditions that we're going back to the Masters is the menu. So the winner gets to pick the menu. What would you have on your menu if you'd won the Masters? What would be your menu? Let's just tickle off just an entree, a main, and a dessert. What's
no
going to get you
appetizer?
going? Oh, I mean, if you want to add them in, let's go
By
for
all
it.
means.
All right. There's definitely gonna be fresh bread with butter.
Yep.
That's like the pre-appetizer. And then the appetizer, honestly, probably some chips and queso.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
Mm.
really good queso with probably some ground beef in it.
Yeah, nice.
And then for the main, tomahawk ribeye,
Giddy up.
just the biggest ribeye you could find. Sides, mashed potatoes, properly done Brussels sprouts, like
Yep.
burnt Brussels sprouts. Some mac and cheese,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and then for dessert, I kind of like what Scotty did, like the cookie with the ice cream. Yeah, the cookie with the ice cream is probably a good play, but chocolate ice cream, not vanilla.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we're Italian background, so we get some real, pasta dishes in there. Get some nice meatballs. Maybe a nice meatball
Yeah,
hero or
but
something.
Italian is my favorite food.
Yeah.
That's my favorite food. But if I'm making the menu, it's got to be like, like kind of like my home.
Yeah.
Food, just like a bunch of meat, a bunch of mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. Yeah.
That'd be, I reckon, that apart from the whole green jacket thing that you win,
Apart from winning the actual tournament, yeah.
like all that other stuff that comes with it. That's the most exciting
thought
part, is
that
it
you're
not?
Putting into a menu. Oh my.
Oh man,
I love that. Steve's most exciting part of golf tournaments is the dinner and the merch.
Yeah.
is it not everyone's?
I mean, $4.2 million is pretty sick, but
Yeah,
I guess
Yeah.
I guess the menu beats it out a little bit.
Think about the food.
What are you golfing with at the moment? What's in the bag? That's the best question everyone wants to know.
There's a part of the bag I technically can't talk about, but
the scoop. Hell yeah.
So Game and Tacoma irons. I don't know if y'all have hit them yet.
I'm looking at going down that road.
You should. They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Like obviously a lot of guys on YouTube use them. That's kind of their route they've taken for marketing, but we wouldn't hit them if we didn't like them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Tacoma irons in the bag, and then Tacoma 2-iron and like a QI10 hybrid kind of trade places.
Yep.
And then I game the mini driver.
Yep.
From TaylorMade, but Grant just sent me the new one, the R7.
Yeah, that's just come out or something here, I reckon. So.
Yeah, that gets here today, actually. So I can't wait to unbox that. And then QI35 LS driver.
Yep.
And then Lab Mez putter, which probably will never change.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are your thoughts on the Lab? That I mean, you say a lot in your videos, to everyone else that's not gaming a Lab. So
it's the best. I right when the Mez came out, the first iteration of the Mez came out, I went and got fitted and spent like $1,100.
Yeah.
On myself, and then we started filming, and it took off, and then they signed us, and I was like, "Can I get my $1,100 back?" And they were like,
I've got my receipt.
they were like, we'll take care of you. We'll get you, any putter you want at any time. So yeah, they're
sick.
great. But the Lab, it's the best putter in the world. I mean, I don't know if y'all have putted with them or not. If you do, you'll be addicted. It's like crack.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna ask you then, because I went and got fitted, and I was about to drop $1,100. So you're telling me if I do that, I'll get sponsored by a Lab, and they'll give me whatever I want. Is that the formula?
Listen, I mean, if you cut this clip up and send it to Lab, Sam might send you a putter. I'm serious, but
we got the Mason Nutt seal of approval.
Oh yes, hell yes.
Listen, hey, I'll give you seal of approval to text Sam now.
Yes.
DM Lab Golf. If you want to DM Lab Golf, that's my approval. Now, what he does,
I'm doing it. I'm going to attach this clip so hard to that message.
Clip that now.
I'm serious. I would do it ASAP if I were you.
I'm already typing right now.
Dude, it is. It's actually crazy how good the putter is, and there's a stigma around them sometimes. Like it's a gimmick or it's goofy, but. If you went and putted with that versus some other putter, like you're probably still going to putt fine with the other one if you're a good putter, but it does change the game. It's so good.
Well, I'm not a very good golfer, but I think it helps a little bit. It did in the fitting anyway. I was draining everything. It was the whole shop was erupting, you know.
Yeah, but what you didn't know is the fitting has a funnel to the right. They're just trying to get you to buy it. But
I love those skits like that they do, and they're like, "Oh, it's the best putter," and like using it in the shop, and it's an easy sell. But no, it worked. So
great. It's great.
I'll hit them up for sure.
I would recommend you try it out for sure.
100%. Well, before we always finish the podcast with 4 final questions, the final 4. So I'm gonna fire them at you now. Thanks again, obviously, for coming on, mate. It's been a pleasure to meet you and obviously to chat some golf. But let's do the final 4. So the first question is the fantasy foursome. So yourself and 3 other anyone. It could be not just golfers, could be dead or alive. Anyone who you want to play with. If it was a fantasy foursome, including yourself, who would it be?
Tiger.
Yep.
LeBron, even though he doesn't play golf.
Yeah, I've seen that swing.
Give him a break, man. He's just only the leading scorer of all time, you know.
And Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
F1 guy.
I mean, I keep up with it. I watch it. I followed Lewis before I followed F1.
Yep.
Like his Instagram, I think he's like one of the coolest guys in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I'm going down the sports route for sure, yeah, Lewis would be in there. That guy's intriguing to me. I'd like to ask him questions.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude, huh?
Yeah.
Favorite course? You've obviously played a bunch. It could be one that you've played or you haven't. What's your favorite course? Or, I mean, it's
A bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. I'm gonna go off of ones that I've played. Oh boy. My favorite day ever was Pebble Beach with my grandpa.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That was
cool.
my
Awesome.
favorite golf day ever. But favorite golf course, tee to green, Pete Dye Golf Club in West Virginia.
Yeah,
I
nice.
know it sounds out of like out of left field and like not anything crazy, but that's probably the best golf course I've ever played from tee to green on every hole. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, nice. We're named after the watering hole, which is the 12th hole at the Grange Golf Club in Adelaide, where they play the live event, the party hole, where it all erupts when Pat Reed sinks it with the 5th or 6th shot of the day, and we missed it for fuck's sake.
That was so.
We heard the scream, but we didn't see it.
We were over on the first hole. Were we following John Rahm?
Yeah, I think so.
And Pat Perez was like walking the course, and we had Pat on the show the day before. And we heard the roar from the other side of the golf course, and it was like that feels like an ace roar.
Yeah.
And Pat turns around to us and he goes, ace on 12. And it's like, oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, missed it again.
That sucks. What Chase Koepka hit one there.
Yeah. I heard that one too. I was on 10, so I was 2 holes away. I was like, oh, you're kidding me. No.
You're gonna have to sleep on 12 next year.
Last year we spent all 3 days on there.
Yeah, 2024 we were there every single fucking day. No ace.
So obviously, all the players that come through, they have a walkout song, and as they're teeing off to hit the ace on 12 to get the crowd to go bananas, they'll have their song. What would Mason Nutt's song be on 12 at the Grange Golf Club?
Set It Off by Lil Boosie.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we got a playlist, so that's going straight on the playlist.
Oh, hey, listen. Don't let any kids listen to it, but that's my song.
We got the explicit sign on there.
That's an adult only playlist. That one.
Put Set It Off on there. It'll make you want to do some mischievous stuff. I promise you that.
I need that. And I need that in my life, you know.
You're a dangerous guy.
I'm a dangerous guy. And the last question is they've obviously got all the names. Some people like them, some people don't, but Ripper GC and Range Goats GC and 4 Aces and all that sort of stuff. But if Mason Nutt was in there and he was the captain of his team, what would your team name be?
Hang on, give me a second here.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one on the spot.
I'm thinking of logo. I'm thinking of like team slogan.
Yep.
What it means.
See, this is someone who cares about merch and gets it. See, Whitey, this is what
Oh,
needs to
thank you.
be.
I appreciate it.
You
I
gotta-
like it.
So now we're not weird, all right? It's global,
I'm not-
right?
I'm not gonna sell out and go like something with BustaJack or anything. Give me buckets golf club.
Buckets,
I
okay.
like it.
You can use it as range buckets or buckets as in you make a bunch of putts or hole out. Just a nice. Imagine a hat with just a range bucket on it.
Oh yeah,
And the bucket hats and
I've already
themselves.
bought it.
Whitey,
Yeah.
bucket hats.
What are y'all's what's y'all's favorite team name?
Like in live?
Yeah.
I originally really like Crushers.
See, I like 4 Aces.
The thing is, we like all the teams. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Like, so we have merch from every
Yeah.
single team. Fireballs is sick.
Yeah, I think 4 Aces got the best logo. They're the crispest, I reckon. Like that's a real
Yeah.
clean, you know.
Four aces looks really good. Ripper's my
Yeah.
after spending some time in Australia and like having caddies say Ripper every day and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
So I really like Ripper, but 4 Aces is clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ripper, obviously, like for the name and just as you said, that's probably the best. But the 4 Aces is just it's so crisp.
We've actually done it in the room here. So we've got our own little fantasy league and we've come up with our own teams and kind of run with that as well. So
Yeah,
we've bought into it as well.
Yeah, what's y'all's best team name you got?
Go on. Same.
Well, so Chris's is his old nickname back in school was Bounce GC. He'd bounce when he'd run, so that was Bounce GC. Mine's Green Machine GC. That's just based off an old logo that I had. You know, I thought I could be like everyone else and have a golf clothing thing and start that. That never got anywhere, but I got a cool logo out of it, so that was good. And then Whitey's is an old thing back from work. And it makes no sense to do with golf, but it's a sick name. It's the Junkyard Pigs.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Hey, listen, all the custom Scotty Cameron stuff back in the day, that's Junkyard Dog. So,
there you go.
Yeah, it's a
There's a
twist
little-
on the Junkyard Dogs, but yeah.
no,
This is
I like
dirtier.
I like that. I love the fact that there's teams in Live and, like, obviously the names are, like, some of them are terrible and some are great. Actually, I don't know if it's a terrible name.
Cleeks is interesting.
It's taken a while to catch on.
Yeah.
But they brought out their new merch and whatnot, and,
Clean.
and yeah, real nice.
It is clean. I'm not Majestic's just not. It's not.
Not there for you.
Yeah, it's not hitting for me yet.
The,
Maybe
the logo needs work.
yeah, it looks like I don't know. It looks a little Disney to me. You know.
Yeah, you saying that and just thinking it. That's perfect description.
I still want a Polter visor though.
Yeah.
I'm really dying for one.
Either that or a Bubba range guide visor.
Well, you got to spend more than 5 minutes in the merch shop.
Yeah,
Whitey.
Yeah, I'm in and out. So yeah, I should probably spend some time there.
we were there for the week, and I go there every day, probably at least 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Thinking hopefully there's a new thing there that I haven't bought yet.
But and there was too.
And there was. So I mean the theory works, but
It just annoys me because he looks at the same shit for like he does a lap, looks at the same shirt or whatever, does a fucking another lap. I've been outside for an hour. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go get some breakfast or some shit.
Yeah, been sweating it up in that 40-degree sun out in Adelaide. But yeah.
Listen, I buy hats like nobody. It's bad. Like I can't wear that many hats.
It's addictive. Yeah.
And now it's just like kind of a collection piece. Like I got them all, all over the wall and stuff like that. It's just, it is what it is. But I understand it. I get it. I'm right there with you.
Hey, I get you. I'm hearing you. I get it. Man, thank you so much for coming on again. We really appreciate it. If anyone listening to this podcast, I guarantee they're watching.
Should already be watching
and they're subscribed. But if you haven't already, get on, subscribe to BustaJack. It's a really good watch. We love it. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We'll follow every way. So thanks again for coming on. We really appreciate it and all the best in the future.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me. And if I make it down to Australia, I definitely want to come to Adelaide and hang out with the boys. Maybe we'll go to the watering hole, do a little work ourselves.
Yeah,
A few shoeies and a couple of rounds of golf.
we'll work
Listen,
that bar,
hey,
you know.
in the live presser, I tried to get a shoey with Cam Smith if they won the duels, and he was down for it, but they didn't win. So I'm down to do it.
No,
You can just do them in the crowd here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
just
no.
how we enjoy beverages. Morning coffee and a shoe.
If I'm Adelaide, if I'm in Adelaide with y'all, we're doing a shoey.
100%.
100%, dude.
Done deal. Done deal.
Let's do a shoey.
Fuck
All right,
yeah.
mate. Thank you again.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.